Hi guys, welcome back. On YouTube you see a lot of videos with the subject how to. But today I'm going to talk about 5 things what not to do when you are backpacking with your dog. Stay tuned. Number 1 is bringing toys. I see it quite often when I watch videos or packing lists from other people who are backpacking with their dog, that they bring a whole array of toys for their dog because at home their dog plays so nicely with those things. Yes, but keep in mind, when you are out on the trail with your dog for an entire day, your dog has so much to cope with in their heads and so much to process, and they do that after you are done hiking. So it's absolutely not a good idea to start playing with your dog very intensely when you are done hiking. And of course, when your dog seeks comfort or shelter from a cuddle toy or something, bring that. Of course, that's not a problem, but do not bring balls that you are going to throw or something like that. That makes your dog even more exhausted because they have a lot to process and they will do that after the hike. So do not bring any toys, but give your dog the rest once you arrive at camp. Number 2 is play with sticks. Of course, what's the easiest thing to play along with your dog out on the trail? Sticks. But please do not throw sticks to your dog. They can cause such terrible injuries to your dog when your dog is catching or fetching them in the wrong way. And when they are approaching a stick from the wrong side, your dog can get so terribly injured. Little alert, I will upload a photo here on the screen what can happen when your dog hits a stick on the wrong way. And if there is one thing you do not want to happen, is that when you are at camp and you're ending up with an injured dog and you are how far away from the nearest vet or even town, possibility of a car to get you to the nearest vet. So please do not play with sticks. It's for the safety of your dog and for your own wallet. Number 3 is letting your dog suffer because of your own comfort. If you think, well, my pack is heavy enough, I am not going to bring a jacket for my dog, but your dog is obviously struggling with cold in the evening, then you should definitely not skip on the weight of that jacket. If there is rain forecasted and your dog does not have a very thick fur and cannot cope with the wet weather, do not skip on a rain jacket because that adds weight to your pack. That is something you have to keep in mind when you decide to take your dog along backpacking with you. It is awesome to do together, but it means that you will have to carry extra weight, and therefore you have to be very conscious about the packing list that you make for yourself, because always make sure that you include the proper gear for your dog. Same with snacks, food, stuff like that. Do not skip anything because you need less weight on your back. Your dog has his needs on the trail as well, and it is your responsibility as a dog owner to make sure that you can give your dog that comfort, that he is comfortable, he is warm, he is dry, he's being well fed. So yeah, that sometimes means a lot of weight extra to carry, extra water for your dog. Do not skip on it. So do not let your dog suffer because of your own comfort. Number 4 is not setting boundaries for your dog. When you decide to take your dog out backpacking, please set boundaries for your dog, because I see it quite often on the trail. Dogs are off leash. That's fine. That's your decision. I'm not going to discuss about that subject in this video. But you see those dogs going totally crazy, running up and down the mountain and yeah, going totally nuts. But be aware that you are the one that have to make sure that your dog knows limits, because your dog doesn't know it by himself. So make sure that there are boundaries in the way of running around, playing around, the amount of time that they are swimming, for example, because some dogs keep swimming and swimming. My other dog who lives in France, Fenne, if you do not take her out of the water, she stays in there all day. And you have to be aware that you have to set boundaries for your dog, also in regards to other people and other dogs, that your dog knows the rules and knows boundaries. And it maybe sound a little bit harsh, but it is good for your dog as well, because like I mentioned before, they have a lot to cope with when they are on trail, and it is for you to make sure that they are able to do that in a relaxed way and not adding any stress, extra stress, or just make sure that they can settle, and you are arranging that by setting boundaries. And number 5 you should not do is make your own rules and making therefore that other hikers and backpackers, dogs, families, whoever, are having miserable time out on the trail. If there are rules to the region where you are going out for your backpacking trip, stick to them. And I say that more often in my videos because I think that is really important. I see so many people lacking all the rules in regards to their dogs, and they say, well, my dog listens well. Yes, Ravi does as well, but that doesn't mean that the rules do not apply to us. So do not make your own rules, and not when a dog should be unleashed say, oh, my dog is not going to be unleashed because he listens well. If your dog is not allowed in a specific kind of shelter, don't stay in that shelter. Either take your tent or search for the next shelter. So make sure that you stick to the rules and that we stay welcome with other hikers, backpackers and families and whoever else is enjoying the outdoors, because it is for all of us. We have to share it, and then it is nice that you as a dog owner sticking to the rules as well, because then we stay welcome where we are welcome at the moment. So do not make your own rules and make that for sure that other ones are in discomfort out on the trail. Just don't. So those are 5 things which, in my opinion, are very important to not do when you are out on the trail. I have also made several videos about how to do this, how to do that. And like I mentioned in the beginning, you see a lot of those videos on YouTube and they are absolutely fine. But I think it is also good to sometimes mention the subject of rules or things that you should not do. So that's very important. It keeps the outdoors fun for everyone, also for people who are afraid of dogs, and they should stay welcome as well. They should feel welcome. And even me as a dog owner, I think last year I even made a video about that. What my biggest annoyance out on the trail is as a dog owner are dog owners. So I just wanted to make this video to give a little sort of a refresh, or however you would like to call it, on things not to do when you decide to take your dog out, because it's fun for you, but make sure that the outdoors stays fun for everyone as well. If you like this video, give us a like, subscribe to the channel and notify the alarm bell, and then as always, enjoy the outdoors. We'll get you on the next trail. Goodbye.